Jake wandered deeper into the dark forest, branches scratching at his skin as he pushed through the dense undergrowth. He was still seething with anger over the bar fight earlier that evening. Those punks had it coming for mocking his beautiful hair like that. As the noises of the town faded behind him, an eerie quiet settled over the woods. Jake slowed his pace, breathing heavily in the oppressive stillness. A sliver of moonlight slipping through the canopy was his only guide. He stumbled suddenly, catching himself on a gnarled tree trunk. Looking down, Jake spied an unusual gleam emerging from a mossy indentation. Brushing away the debris, he uncovered a strange crystal object nestled in the tree's roots. Intrigued, Jake lifted the artifact from its resting place. It was about the size of his fist, wrought from cloudy agate but glowing with an inexplicable inner light. As his fingers closed around it, Jake gasped. A thrill rushed through his veins, setting his nerves ablaze. Power surged within his body, awakening dormant muscles with surging strength. He laughed out loud, euphoria flooding his mind. With newfound speed and agility, Jake raced through the forest like the wind. Trees and shrubs were a blur as he darted between the trunks, savouring this intoxicating vigour. All too soon, the effects began to fade. Jake slowed to a stop, chest heaving. He turned the agate carefully in his hands, puzzling over its enigmatic properties. "You have claimed what does not belong to you, mortal." Jake whirled around at the ominous voice. Two females had materialized from the mist, regarding him intently. One was clad head to toe in a shimmering shadow, while the other radiated a gentle warmth. "You've mistakenly awakened a gift meant for higher beings," the darker one said. "I am Nyx, goddess of night. My companion is Hemera, goddess of the day. That artifact is Erra. He holds power beyond human comprehension," Hemera added. "We are the entrusted Wardens in guardianship alone, to empower celestial patrons during their appointed cycles." Jake opened his mouth to protest, but Nyx silenced him with a stern glance. "We offer this warning. Do not presume to make use of its magic again. Any who desecrate our charge shall suffer eternal damnation." With that, the two deities dissolved into the forest shadows as swiftly as they had come. Jake stood frozen, processing their bizarre encounter. A chill crept up his spine as he considered the threat implied by Nyx's parting words. Rubbing his arms against the sudden cold, Jake started making his way quickly home through the clicking woods. He decided it best to put the whole strange experience from his mind. But in the fitful hours before dawn, Jake's dreams were plagued by visions of the artifact and the intoxicating ecstasy it had provided. When dawn's light finally broke, he knew he couldn't resist its lure. That evening, under cover of darkness, Jake stole back into the forest. His heart raced as he searched the hollow tree, hoping against hope the crystal orb would still be there. By some miracle, it remained undisturbed in its mossy cradle. As Jake's hand closed around the artifact, a chill foreign presence slithered through the clearing. 3 hulking shapes emerged from the mist, eyes glinting cruelly in the moonlight. "Look what the mortal returns with!" one hissed in a guttural tongue Jake somehow understood. "The trinket defenses mean naught to us now." "Do not taunt our kind, demon," Jake growled, feeling the artifact's energy swell within his veins once more. A fleeting courage took hold. "This power is beyond your grasping claws." The demons cackled maliciously. "Alas, mortal, you know not your own frailty. Let us make a trade. The artifact for a favor." Jake hesitated, senses screaming it was a trap, but compelled by craving for the magic. "What is your offer?" Taloned fingers gestured. Merely the use of one arm. A small price to wield such divine influence, no? Before Jake could protest, a demon lunged, seizing his right arm in a vice-like grip. White-hot agony shot through him as claws rent flesh from bone. His scream rent the forest's silence. As the demon lifted Jake's severed arm to their lips, the aroma of savory blood-chewy skin enveloped their senses. The arm glistened with a mouth-watering sheen of mortal juices, inviting them in. With each bite, their teeth sank into the crispy outer layer, producing a satisfying crunch that resonated in the empty forest. Juices, rich and flavorful, burst forth, painting their taste buds with a symphony of flavors. The tender, succulent meat inside yielded effortlessly to their eager jaws, releasing a burst of human. Grease trickled down their claws, leaving a shimmering trail as they savored each mouthful. The demon's eyes widened with delight as they navigated the intricate dance between skin and juicy flesh, savoring the contrast of textures and the harmony of tastes. They licked their teeth, capturing every last drop of the delectable juices, lost in the indulgence of the moment. Just then, the flicker of dancing torchlight disturbed the grisly scene. Nyx materialized amidst the flames, wrath twisting her lovely features. "You deceitful demons! Unhand the boy at once if you value your embodiment." The demons recoiled, growling. "'Twas a mere jest, goddess. The mortal invited our tricks with his greed and hubris." Nyx glared scathingly. "This one was warned and still defied our command. Mortal foolishness is no excuse for demon deception. Take your leave before my sister comes to banish you back to the abyss." With hateful snarls, the demons melted behind dark screens of trees. Jake fell to his knees beside the remains of his severed arm, agony and blood loss overcoming his senses. The artifact tumbled from numb fingers. Nyx sighed sadly. "Foolish child, you were granted a merciful chance and still courted ruin. Your trespass cannot go unpunished." She turned to the glittering gem in her palm. "Hemera, do your duty." A blinding radiance exploded from the orb, consuming Jake's consciousness. His soul was drawn inexorably into the crystalline prison, separated from flesh forevermore. As the light faded, nothing remained but a lonely stump amidst folds of forest mist. The twin goddesses watched over their domain once more in soothing silence. None would ever again disturb the ancient forest and its chilling secrets.